Hey everybody, but you don't remember me, it's BBB Rocks. After 3 weeks with another episode of my review show, which, thanks to my chemical bitch pot, is now called The Life of a Ficwadian Reviewer. So, I finally got around to reading all these stories. Really, by the way, really sorry for taking this long. It was just, I've had really conflicting stuff right now. So this was like literally as soon as I could, and I've tried to make this video like 10 times, but I always go off in a weird rant that nobody wants to hear. So let's hope this time I don't. Okay, so let's get this done because it's like 10 o'clock at night and I'm tired. Okay, so our first two were suggested by Blood Bunny 15. The first one is by her. It's called The Only Hope for Me Is You. And, okay. Grammar. Seems like I'm doing this one a lot. Get somebody to proofread your grammar. Oh my. I mean, it got better. I could tell you realized you had bad grammar, and then you tried to edit it more, and it showed. Like, the further I got, the less mistakes there were. So that's good. So you know what? You're fixing that yourself. So I'm not going to go into a big whole rant about that. It's kind of confusing and rushed. I know I say that a lot, but it was confusing because like it centers around two girls, Rosie and Helena, and it's their first day at school. But for some reason, it's like Bert's there, and they already know Bert, and like. They all of a sudden just become BFFs with the whole My Chem gang. And then by the end of the day, Rosie's in love with Gerard and Helena's in love with Mikey. Excuse me if I screwed that one up. I get stuff mixed up in my head. And it's like by the end of the day, Rosie's all like, I will live for Gerard. And Gerard's like, Rosie's the only reason I'm still here. And I'm just like, we've known each other for a day. I get the whole life-changing experience, but it was one school day. One. So yeah, definitely rushed there. But all in all, you need to slow down the plot and work on your grammar. The story overall gets 4.5 out of 10. Next one she suggested was not by her. It's by XX Fallen Angel XX. It's XXX Fallen Angel XXX. It's called Treasure Island. Basically what it's about is Frank, it's like historical, I'm gonna guess. Frank is like fascinated with this whole Treasure Island thing, and then this old dude shows up and it's like gives the map to Frank, and like right before he dies, and he's like, Frank, don't let the Way brothers get the map. And then it's a map to Treasure Island, and then the guys I'm gonna guess it's the guys in the Way brothers gang come and burn down the house/inn Frank lives at with his mom. Now Frank's all like, we're gonna go to Treasure Island, and I'm like, follow your dream, Frank. That was me reading that because my mind works in strange ways. Anyway, it's original. There's not very many spelling mistakes, but it's not really my kind of story. I don't generally like the whole pirates thing. So you ask me, pirates or ninjas? Ninjas every time. Never cowboys. Nobody likes cowboys. And I'm rambling. Okay, back to the story. It's well written, just not my kind of story, kind of like with High School Fix. So 6.9 out of 10. Next one is from Ficwadian. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's either like Ficwadian or something. I'm bad at pronouncing things sometimes, so I'm gonna go with Ficwadian. Her fic hero. Frank, basically, it's about Frank has superpowers, and so he is telekinetic and can read minds sometimes. The telekinetic he can do all the time, but he can only read minds when he's like angry and stuff. And so he goes to this academy. It's like a really stuck up academy, and he's there on a scholarship, so he's the poor kid. And so everybody's like, you're shunned. And so he gets roomed with Gerard, who's also like, you're shunned. And I only had time to read the first 2 chapters, so I think I read the 3rd chapter at some point, but my mind fuzzed, so I don't really remember. But it is, and from what I've read, it's good. It's like really good. And I'm going to read the rest of it when I have time. So it's really original. Gerard's character is like, he is totally the stuck-up rich kid. It is just awesome. He's like, uncouth. He used the word uncouth, and I was like, somebody has a dictionary, because I don't know what that means. I had to go on dictionary.com and look it up, and I still don't completely understand it, but you know what? Anyway, so his character is like totally the stuck-up rich character. I really like his character, even though I really hate it at the same time. Like, I like the realisticness of his character, but I hate his character itself. Like, never mind. I'm not going to try to explain that. But overall, it gets an 8.5 out of 10. Yeah. Next 2 are both written by Zombie Kickass. The first one is Rescue Me. Basically, Frank is taken away from his mom in New Jersey by his dad. He's tricked into going with his dad. And I only read like the first 3 chapters of this. And he gets caught up in a gang and drug problems, and he gets into a fight outside a club, and lo and behold, he gets into the fight with Gerard, who he hasn't seen in 5 years. And so Gerard doesn't recognize him. Frank recognizes Gerard on contact, but of course Gerard doesn't recognize Frank until... And then Frank is left on the sidewalk, then Mikey gets him, and Ray's there, and they all recognize Frank, except for Gerard. Go figure. And, of course, they're there when Frank can't get up. So yeah, that's my thing. It's a good plotline overall, just seems a little rushed to me. Also, grammar, again. Beta, something, just your grammar, like I said, it's late, forgive me for my rambling. That makes sense. Anyway, so get somebody to proofread, and slow down the plot a bit, because, like, in the first 3 chapters, Frank gets into a fight, gets Gerard, well, doesn't, like, get Gerard, but he gets back with Gerard, and then his dad gets him into the hospital in 3 chapters. Okay. So 5.9 out of 10 there. Just need to it's a good story, just need to slow it down and proofread. Then Be My Savior. I only read the first 3 chapters. Again, I didn't have much time. The grammar is still kind of bad, but not as bad. Like, since you've definitely improved on that. It's kind of cliche, but I'm not that far into it. Like, basically what's happening is Frank goes to a school. His dad is abusive, and he's like the punk kid, and everybody's like, if I had my other hand available, I would be doing a cross and going, "Be gone from us! Be gone! Freak!" And so he's all like... And then he meets Gerard outside of school. Gerard's graduated. He's just there because of Mikey. And, and then that night, Frank's dad beats Frank. So he runs out of the house, down around the corner, and his dad beats him down in front of Gerard's house, because of course they're neighbors. Even though that's pretty likely, considering they're in the same town, in the same school district. So never mind that one. And so now Frank is living with Gerard. So and it seems as though Gerard's a vampire from what I've read so far. So I always loved Vampire Gerard as much as I hate, like, Twilight and stuff. I like vampires, so, that's cool with me. So overall, it gets a 6.5 out of 10. And now the last one. It's from Scarlet_Fitch2027. Misfit's Guide to the 20 Ways. Oh my god. This story is just awesome. It's Like, I was sitting in my chair at my computer, laughing like a crazy person. My mom was just like, but seriously, like, it seriously reminds me of Be My Detonator by Cosmic Zombie. It is filling the void after Be My Detonator ended. Because I just love stories that can make me laugh, and like, no stories can do that. Basically, Frank is a flaming homosexual. Yeah! And Gerard's the new kid. Yeah! So, then, his best friend, Cam, or Cameron, I'm gonna call her Cam because I like that better, is like, I know how you can get Gerard to fall for you. And Frank's like, tell me. And she's like, there are 20 ways. And you can never tell another dude. And he's like, okay, I'm kind of gay, so I'd count as a woman. And then Cam's just like, you're not a woman. And Frank's like, whatever. And so Cam gives him the 20 ways, and it's just, oh my god, it's so hilarious. It's just awesome on so many levels. I'm fangirling over this story so hard. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. I love you. I'm reading the rest of this as soon as I finish this video. I want to hug you right now. Come here. That was creepy. I'm sorry, it's late. I'm tired. I'm gonna go. Okay. Leave yours, if you want me to review your story, leave it in the reviews on the page you got this link from. Or in the comments on the YouTube video. I mean, I guess that could work too. Just leave your username so I know, like, who submitted it. So yeah. Bye. I would do a hard sign, but I only have one hand. So, see you all next week. Hopefully, if I can find time. Bye.